Hello from Travel Small Live Big. We've been super busy with our new pup, an 11-month-old lab needs a lot of exercise, training, and patience. Just wanted to finally share a recap of our 3-week 2019 trip to Oregon. Better late than never, right? To add an extra night to our trip, we always sneak out of work early on the day before our official trip, so this time we headed north about an hour and a half to Los Alamos Campground, just above Pyramid Lake. My brother-in-law and 3 nieces live about 30 minutes away, so they came up for a few hours of conversation and snacks. The next morning, up to Lodi, a quick wine tasting stop at Clinker Brick, then a fantastic afternoon and evening at a Harvest Host winery, D'Art. And then a night at a place I've always wanted to visit, Dunsmuir's Railroad Park Resort. A really nice campground, not resorty at all, but with old railroad cars to walk around, a restaurant and a dining car, a creek, and gorgeous views. Then on to Oregon and a stop at Valley of the Rogue State Park. It was super hot, so we enjoyed our electric hookups and our air conditioning and being able to cool off in the Rogue River. And on to Armitage County Park in Eugene for 3 nights of family visiting. Without Lexi and pre-Sierra, we actually were able to visit High Street Cafe and McMiniman's Brewery for lunch and enjoy the curly nature trail and walk along the Mackenzie River without having to deal with the dog going crazy. 3 nights of family fun camping in our sister-in-law's beautiful front yard and then exhaustion. So on to Silver Falls State Park Campground for 2 nights. After 6 nights and days of family, the first day here we basically sat. And walked. The next day, we did short hikes to 3 of the waterfalls along the Trail of 10 Falls. It was time for a little peace and quiet and a little seclusion, so off to the gorgeous Whispering Falls Campground. Site number 4 was perfection. We had a great secluded campsite, no one else anywhere near us, a view of the North Santiam, a view of an Osprey Nest. There was a nice little riverside walking trail. This place was awesome. Then to Bend for a resupply of food and drink, and on to Cultus Lake Campground along the beautiful Cascade Lake Scenic Byway. It just might be my goal to camp at every lake along this highway. We loved our spot at Cultus, and then had the craziest hailstorm come screaming through. Kind of fun, but without cell service to track the storm, a little unnerving. Hey, where we live in Southern California, we see hail about every 20 years, if that. And then a little further south to Sunset Cove Campground on Odell Lake. Other than the campground host and their friends, we had this beautiful campground to ourselves. We had nice walking here, and it would be great kayaking or boating, but possibly there was blue-green algae, so it was good we had no dog with us. And time to meet up with our good friends and fellow Rpod owners, Randy and Carrie at Diamond Lake. This is a huge campground with beautiful views, great for walking, and a perfect place to base from to explore what I called Waterfall Row. We visited 4 waterfalls along the Clearwater River and the North Umpqua River, Clearwater Falls, wow. Whitehorse Falls, Watson Falls in the pouring rain, the interesting wood water pipe at the parking lot trailhead to Toketee Falls, and of course, the actual falls themselves. Then to Farewell Bend Campground for 2 nights. This campground is a true Travel Small Live Big favorite with incredible views of the Rogue River and a short hike away, the Rogue Gorge. Randy enjoyed fishing here, and we simply enjoyed everything about it. Time to start making tracks south, so back to California and 2 lovely nights at Cattle Camp near the McCloud River. This was perfection for us. With our other favorite, Fowler's Camp, what we would consider discovered and full, this lesser known and more spread out campground a bit further east was our style. We enjoyed walks to the river and walks around the campground. We met another Rpod couple and a nice couple in a Sprinter van and had them over for a happy hour. Super fun. Then time to visit a few harvest hosts with Randy and Carrie. Once again, timed it right at Viaggio Winery in Lodi, a courtyard concert with lovely wine, oysters, and pizza. Next day, a stop at Metler Family Winery for a tasting and a cheese tray, then to overnight at Clinker Brick. Once again, it was hot, so we took our time in the tasting room and later, when it cooled off, cornhole on the grass. On this trip, we spent 3 nights at Harvest Host, visited 2 repeat campgrounds, and spent 13 nights at new to us campgrounds. 4 of these, we spent 2 nights, and 5 were one-nighters. If you've enjoyed this recap of our 3-week summer Oregon trip, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and please be a little patient with us and our slow video loading. Sierra the pup is definitely our priority right now. And don't forget to leave us a comment so we know you were here. Thanks for watching.